move on to the Seattle Seahawks. They finished 11-5, lost in the divisional round to the Green Bay Packers, 28-23. Here is their schedule. Any
because
eye-openers?
Graham definitely got that first down.
Yeah, totally. That totally wasn't some bullshit.
Well, I think I don't remember the play too much now, but I think he did get the first
I
down.
remember Jimmy Graham?
Or I'm not sure. I don't remember the play too much.
What I remember about that play is I remember specifically thinking, "Oh, you're gonna call that a first down, but not call the touchdown in the Seattle versus San Francisco game." But whatever.
No, I honestly think if you look at it closely, Graham did get that first down.
Okay,
but
well.
either way, what jumps?
Seattle can't get wet.
What?
Had
Stop
something in
it!
my
Stop
throat.
it! Stop it!
No, I actually had something in my throat.
Let's go through their schedule. What jumps out at you for the Seattle Seahawks?
Well, first of all, I would say this is a harder schedule than the Niners. I think Philadelphia for me. I think they're going to be a team that could be tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it'll be really cold. I
Right.
think that'll be a hard game. Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, week like 8-12 is pretty crazy for them. San Francisco, Buffalo, the
Atlanta
Rams.
Probably won't be much hard. Dallas is at home. New England's at home. Minnesota's at home.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Shane, anything that jumps out for you here?
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of, games like that that'll be tough, but then there's also a lot of, Miami, Washington, Giants.
New England.
Yeah. Stuff that seems pretty, or at least should be, not too tricky, but, you never know with them, so.
All right, X Factor players for the Seattle Seahawks. Who wants to go first for the Seahawks?
I'll go first. It's the one and only DJ Metcalf.
Yes, DK was my pick last year, and he was absolutely an X Factor. Why is he an X Factor for you again this year?
Because he is finally somebody who Russell Wilson has learned that he can trust. He's big, he's fast, he runs routes clean, and Russell and him are like two peas in a pod. Like, I believe Russell Wilson. I think DK Metcalf is going to have so many touchdown passes from Russell. I think that connection's gonna be untouchable.
I think he's like the next.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lockett.
Baldwin.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lockett, but I think like those two together would technically be my X Factor combination, because like the fact is, when you have Lockett running around and they have to put a guy on Lockett and have someone come over and cover him in the end zone, then you have no one on Metcalf who's like, hi, I'm gonna make a great catch over here with a guy on me, but also without a guy on me. So
Shane, what's your pick here?
Yeah, I mean, you guys, Metcalf, I totally get, but I'll differ from you, and I'll say Russell. I mean, let's be honest, this team is nothing without him.
Yeah.
They just, his leadership, his ability to extend plays, make plays, just do everything he does. It's
stays calm.
Yeah, there's really nothing like it. So I think that a lot of their success really comes down to him and what he's able to do, and so I think he is definitely my X Factor player for sure. But
I'm gonna go Lockett. I went with DK Metcalf last year. I'm gonna go Tyler Lockett. I think him and Russell Wilson is a deadly connection, and I think that needs to continue. I know this is a running based team, but I think that the passing game is actually really important. Actually, you know what? On offense, that was my player, but actually I thought about it more. This is my actual X Factor player,
Okay.
Bruce Irvin.
Really?
Bruce
That's
Irvin.
an interesting one.
So here's why I say Bruce Irvin. Bruce Irvin to me if you look at that entire defensive line, they were terrible last year for most of the year. I'm not sure if there's a particular player. I'm just highlighting Bruce Irvin, but that defensive line needs to be a lot better. And
is it like a leadership thing?
I don't know necessarily if it's a leadership thing. I just think that the defensive line, let's say they lose Clowney, who's going to give them that production at defensive line? Because what did we talk about all last year? Let's say from week 10 to that playoff loss to the Packers, we said, where's the pass rush? We only saw it in like the 2 Niners games. The pass rush is going to be really important.
I think also, kind of touching on that, I think you're right about bringing Irvin in, because by having someone there with Irvin who's a veteran and can pass rush, it frees up Bobby to not have to be the chatter guy in the backfield and also have to feel like he has to rush. Because a lot of the time, if you think back to the Legion of Boom days, you had multiple guys who were veterans who all could, like, get to the quarterback. Now, last year, you only really had Bobby, who could really theoretically get to the quarterback, but he was playing more of a veteran leader role, so they didn't have him trying to rush the quarterback. And so I feel like I didn't really think about it from that perspective, but bringing back a guy like Bruce Irvin, I think really could help not only this year in a leadership role, but also putting some pressure on, but also teaching the fast guys that we drafted this year who have that natural ability, like teaching them what he knows.
Shane, when you look at this running back group and when you look at them bringing in Greg Olsen with Hollister and Disley, what is your feeling on the impact they're going to make on this offense, and how do you feel like the running back and tight end room is going to play next year?
Yeah, I mean, it'll definitely help to have everyone back healthy. That's for sure. And, you know, Greg Olsen, I really like him as an addition to this team. I don't know how amazing he is anymore, but Hollister and, you know, and Disley are still young and developing. And so, you know, having that veteran presence there, I think will be great. And, you know, Greg Olsen is definitely a leader and, you know, just an all-around good guy. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's won the Walter Payton Award and, you know, whatever. So anyways, yeah, I think that's, you know, a great addition in many ways. No matter, you know, if he's there for just a year or two or, yeah, who knows? You know what I mean? He is getting a tad bit older for a tight end, but yeah, you know, like I said, we'll see.
I'm really confused at their running back room still. Carson and Penny, of course. I think Carson's pretty much the mainstay there, but adding in DJ Dallas to that group is still massively confusing. I'm not sure what they're trying to look for in the running back, because I honestly think Carson is their top guy moving forward, but are you guys as sure as I am?
DJ Dallas, to me, is not a surprising move after looking into him. He is a guy that they picked up to replace they brought him in as their third down passing running back guy who he won't get a lot of play, I believe, but I think he'll be the guy they put in specific packages. I forget who they just let go, who used to play that role.
Yeah, but either way,
I feel like that's the reason behind it. I'm also feeling I feel like also Travis Homer in the future could be pretty good if they give him more
for
time
sure
to develop.
For sure.